Let us study about the what are the essential factors for the photosynthesis. Essential factors essential for photosynthesis. In our last video, we discussed about the balanced equation of the photosynthesis. What is the balanced equation of the photosynthesis? 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O gives rise to light, chlorophyll, glucose is formed C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2. Oxygen gas will be released in the photosynthesis process. If you see the photosynthesis process, carbon dioxide, water in the presence of light with the use of chlorophyll, glucose molecule is formed, along with that oxygen gas is also released. What are the end products of the photosynthesis? Glucose, water, oxygen. These three are the end products of the photosynthesis. Next, what are the essential factors of photosynthesis? If you see the factors for photosynthesis, first one water, second air, means carbon dioxide, third one light, fourth chlorophyll. These are the four factors important for the photosynthesis. First we have to learn about the water and photosynthesis. Water and photosynthesis. Water and photosynthesis. How water is important for the photosynthesis? The scientist name is Van Helmont. Van Helmont scientist found that water is very important for plants. By the water, plant body mass will be increased. Van Helmont found that plant body mass is increased due to the water, and also he showed that plant growth also occurring due to with the help of the water. In photosynthesis, water molecule undergoes oxidation and oxygen gas will be produced. Water molecule will be broken down and it will form some ions. Then finally oxygen gas will be produced. So whatever the oxygen released during the photosynthesis, that will be released from the water molecule only. So this is about the water and photosynthesis. How water is important to the photosynthesis. Next, second one, air and photosynthesis. Air and photosynthesis. What is the importance of air in case of photosynthesis? That we have to learn. The scientist name is Joseph Priestley. Joseph Priestley scientist in 1770, in the year of 1770, he conducted a series of experiments. And he found that it is very important for the air plant growth. At that time, Priestley did not know about the photosynthesis. Once we recall about the Priestley experiments, Priestley discovered the oxygen gas. In 1774 year. Then afterwards, Lavoisier scientist, Lavoisier coined the term oxygen in 1775 year. Oxygen gas was discovered by the Priestley in 1774. The term oxygen was proposed by the Lavoisier in 1775. Priestley also conducted one experiment that we call as Priestley experiment or bell jar experiment. Now we have to learn about the Priestley experiment. Priestley has taken the bell jar for this experiment. Priestley has taken the bell jar. Bell jar is a glass which is used in the laboratory. And he taken the lighted candle and inserted into the bell jar. Then he observed the candle after some time. What happens to the candle? Candle was put off. What is the reason? Candle used the air. Candle used the air, whatever present inside the bell jar. So that's why air is consumed by the burning candles. That's why candle was put off. Next time he taken the bell jar again and inserted the lighted candle, and he kept the mouse. He kept the mouse. It is alive, and he kept the bell jar. How he observed after some time. When he saw, then what happens? Candle was put off, mouse get suffocation, and finally it was died. It died. What is the reason for that? So burning candle need oxygen gas, air. Mouse also need air for breathing purpose. So these both are utilizing the air whatever present in the bell jar, and finally mouse died. Next time Priestley taken the again bell jar. He inserted the burning candle. This is the candle, lighted candle he has taken. He kept into the bell jar. Then after that he inserted the mouse which is alive. Then along with that he kept the one plant. This is the mint plant. Which plant? Mint plant he kept inside the bell jar. After some time Priestley observed the experiment. What about the candle and what about the mouse? When Priestley observed candle is continued its lightning, then mouse is alive. What are the reasons? Tell me. So what is the reason for this? Here mint plant. So we inserted the mint plant. Mint plant is releasing the oxygen gas. Mint plant performing the photosynthesis and releasing the oxygen gas. This oxygen gas is very important for lighting candle and for the breathing of the mouse. So both are utilizing the oxygen gas, and they are releasing the which gas? Carbon dioxide gas. They are releasing the carbon dioxide gas. This carbon dioxide gas is taken by the plant for the photosynthesis process. Again plant performing the photosynthesis and releasing the oxygen. Again oxygen utilized by these both. So in that way gaseous exchanging will be taking place in the bell jar. So by this experiment, first in the earlier time, in the first time Priestley hypothesized. What is the hypothesis of the Priestley? Priestley hypothesis is plant restore the air what burning candle and breathing animal removes. So by this experiment Priestley confirmed that plants releasing the air that supports the burning candle or candle to lightning and mouse to alive. So this is the Priestley experiment. So once again I will repeat the Priestley experiment. First Priestley has taken the bell jar and kept the lighted candle. Then after some time candle was put off because candle used the or consumed the air whatever there inside the bell jar. That's why it was put off. Next time Priestley inserted the lighted candle and mouse. When he observed, after some time he observed that candle was put off and mouse get suffocated and it died. So because of there is no air in the bell jar, especially oxygen gas. Next in next step he has inserted the lighted candle and mouse and mint plant into the bell jar, and he waited for some time. When he observed candle is continued its lightning and mouse is alive. So then by this is the experiment of the Priestley. So by this experiment he confirmed that plants release the air that support the candle to burn and animal to survive. So this is the experiment of Priestley. So here gases are exchanging in the plants. So here if you see the plants have the leaves, and this is the leaf. On the leaf small pores are there. Small pores are there on the leaf. So these pores are called stomata. Gases are exchanged in the plants through the stomata. Not only stomata, plant also gaseous exchanging takes place in the plants through the loose tissue. Loose tissues. Loose tissues are also present in the plants, for example lenticels. By that, plant perform the gaseous exchange. In case of stem and roots contain the loose tissues, by that gases will be exchanged.